So next up, I want to talk about an important distinction, the difference between Git and GitHub. This course does cover both. They are closely related, but they are not the same thing. So Git, as we've been talking about, is this version control software. It runs on somebody's machine. It runs on my laptop. It runs on your desktop or whatever. It runs on people's computers. It doesn't need internet. You don't need to register for an account. It's just something that you download if you don't have it yet, and then you use it on your machine. You could never have internet ever, and you can still use Git. In the same way that you could, if you had like a text editor or Microsoft Word or Excel, you can create those documents. You don't need the internet. You don't need to sign up, although I don't know, maybe these days Microsoft needs an account. I don't know, but whatever, text edit, you can just write text documents whenever. GitHub, on the other hand, is a service. It's a web service. And what it does is it takes Git repositories, that's the fancy way of saying Git projects, and it hosts them, it stores them in the cloud, and makes it easier to collaborate on them with other people. So it's a website you do need an account for. You do need the internet to use it, and it takes the stuff you do locally on your laptop or my laptop or whatever using Git, and then it allows us to put that online and share it with other people, or the other way around. Other people can put their stuff online, and then we can get their code or their Git projects on our machines. So it connects people. It connects Git projects. And in this course, we're going to start with Git first. You kind of have to. We don't have a choice. We have to understand how Git works and the different commands before we can move on to GitHub. So that will come second, although it's not like the course is split exactly in two, because we do cover some Git content after we learn more about GitHub. So just to try and visualize this or help you visualize it, if this is my project I've been working on locally on my machine, no internet, no collaborators involved, and this is my Git history, I have a whole series of these checkpoints. If I wanted to share this with other people and collaborate with them, I could put it up on GitHub. That's what I'm showing here. There's a cloud. That's the GitHub logo. I'm taking this work and all this history and putting it online on GitHub for some collaborators or maybe for the whole world to see. Then those collaborators, here we've got two people, they can take that work and get it on their machine. They can add on. They can modify it. They can do their own work and then share that back up to GitHub. And then I can go and get it from GitHub and we can all work together. So all of a sudden, we can have lots and lots of people collaborating on projects thanks to GitHub. That is something we will learn. It's kind of a separate workflow, a set of skills that you need in addition to just understanding the basics of Git. We have multiple sections of GitHub ahead of us, but first, as I've said, we're going to start with Git. So that's all I wanted to say here. I just wanted to make that clear. Git and GitHub are not the same thing. GitHub definitely requires some knowledge of Git. It is a tool that is built for Git and for Git users, but you could live your entire life as a Git developer never touching GitHub. Anyway, we'll talk more about it later on. Let's focus on Git for now.